Rangers fought back from a shocking 2-goal deficit yesterday away to Aberdeen. The performance from the players has come under serious scrutiny, especially after how they played against Bilbao midweek. Coming out of the game, we have some huge Barry Ferguson news to share after the latest twist. We will look into this in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Rangers icon Chris Boyd didn't mince his words as he tore into his former club's first half display against Aberdeen, claiming some of the players should never be seen again after a woeful showing on Sunday. The Dons cruised into a commanding 2-0 lead at the break thanks to goals from Leighton Clarkson and Pape Goy, while the visitors were reduced to 10 men after Ross McCausland was sent off for 2 bookable offences. Speaking on Sky Sports during the interval, Boyd slammed the players who had been handed the opportunity to impress, insisting too many had badly let the club down. From a Rangers point of view, the ones who Barry Ferguson touched on at the top of the show, who were chapping on his door wanting a game. I mean, some of them should never be seen again, Boyd blasted. Honestly, some of those performances in that first half were embarrassing. Danilo, £5 million, wow. The former striker also pointed to McCausland's red card as a turning point, admitting the young winger's lack of discipline left Rangers in an even deeper hole. The first one, if you look at it just in an isolated incident, it's not a yellow card, but there were 2 or 3 fouls beforehand, so that's why he's obviously been given the first one. He dives into another, and it's a red card all day long, Boyd confessed. Boyd added that the lack of fight and intensity across Barry Ferguson's team was simply not acceptable for a club of Rangers stature. There's so many Rangers players out there who are passive, and it's not been good enough, he concluded. Now, in some massive Barry Ferguson news, Barry Ferguson is unlikely to be appointed Rangers permanent manager unless he delivers the Europa League title, sources have revealed. The Ibrox side head into the second leg of their Europa League quarter-final against Athletic Bilbao, with the tie finally poised at 0-0. The first leg in Glasgow saw Robin Propper sent off, and a crucial penalty saved from Liam Kelly preserved the stalemate, ending a torrid run of 5 consecutive home defeats for Rangers, 3 of which have come under Ferguson's interim stewardship. Despite a respectable win rate of 57%, Ferguson's chances of landing the job on a full-time basis are slim unless he can engineer a remarkable European run. One source close to the situation revealed that the former club captain will need to shock a lot of people by guiding Rangers to continental silverware in order to solidify his position beyond this season. The managerial situation remains fluid at Ibrox, particularly amid structural changes at boardroom level. As reported on April 12th, incoming investors 49ers Enterprises, the investment group behind the San Francisco 49ers, are keen on appointing Arsenal director Jason Ato in a senior role. Should he arrive, Ato is expected to have significant influence over the next managerial appointment. For now, the club's hierarchy is said to be taking a cautious, methodical approach, delaying any permanent decision until the end of the season. While Ferguson's European performances have offered encouragement, particularly away from home, his struggles at Ibrox have cast doubt over his long-term suitability. The draw against Bilbao was Rangers' first non-defeat at home in 6 matches, a run that has severely undermined the interim boss's candidacy. Steven Gerrard, once viewed as a front-runner to return under the new regime, has reportedly distanced himself from the role, leaving the club's managerial future wide open. Ferguson's tenure has been marked by impressive away form, with standout victories over Kilmarnock, Fenerbahce, Celtic and Dundee showcasing his tactical acumen on the road. However, the lack of results at home remains a critical blemish on his record. While Ferguson's legendary status at the club gives him an edge in terms of fan sentiment, sources remain skeptical that this alone will be enough. Without European glory, he remains an outsider in the search for Rangers' next permanent manager. In other news, Haji hit back at speculation over his Rangers' future after his dramatic late equaliser earned Barry Ferguson's side a 2-2 draw against Aberdeen, delaying Celtic's Scottish Premiership title celebrations for at least another week. The Romanian playmaker, whose contract is set to expire at the end of the season, delivered when it mattered for the Light Blues, rifling home a 96-minute strike to salvage a point in a pulsating encounter in the Granite City. But the post-match headlines were just as much about his future as his crucial contribution. Reports from Romania earlier in the week had suggested Haji was seeking an exit from Ibrox, claims the 26-year-old was quick to dismiss as fake news on social media. I understand from my perspective because my future is up in the air with the contract coming down at the end of the season. I totally understand, Haji told Sky Sports, addressing the matter after full time. But what I cannot accept is things that are put, words that I haven't said ever, and I just wanted to make that clear because I never said that I wanted to leave Rangers. You know how happy I am to be here and how much I love this football club, and I will do anything for this football club. Haji's late strike not only spoiled Celtic's chance to kick off another title party at Parkhead, but also lifted Rangers' spirits ahead of Thursday's Europa League quarter-final second leg against Athletic Bilbao, especially after battling for more than half the match with 10 men following Ross McCausland's red card. For me, it's about focusing on Thursday, Haji added. It's so important for us to give something back to the fans. It's all about that. We want to get into the next round and finish the season on a high. Finally, Rangers' reshuffled lineup suffered an early setback, as Rafael Fernandez's rare start ended in disappointment, with the on-loan defender forced off injured just 20 minutes into the Scottish Premiership clash against Aberdeen. Fernandez, who was handed a place in the starting 11 as part of Barry Ferguson's 9 changes, pulled up early in the first half, cutting short what was just his 4th appearance since arriving on loan from Lille in January. The injury blow meant club captain James Tavernier was called upon far sooner than expected, having been named among the substitutes as Ferguson looked to rest key players ahead of Rangers' massive Europa League quarter-final second leg against Athletic Club next week. Tavernier, who had been preparing for a watching brief in the Granite City, was thrown straight into the action without even warming up, underlining the growing concern surrounding Fernandez's condition. The early reshuffle also meant a premature end to a proud moment for midfielder Connor Barron, who had been handed the captain's armband in the absence of both Tavernier and Nicholas Raskin. Barron was forced to pass on the honour to the returning skipper just 20 minutes into the contest. It's another frustrating twist for Fernandez, whose opportunities at Ibrox have been limited since his January arrival, with the 22-year-old centre-back hoping to use the closing weeks of the campaign to make his mark. Rangers will hope to avoid any more injury issues, with the Light Blues facing a season-defining week on both domestic and European fronts. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so make sure you join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.